Ninging Jo Acholi. Welcome back to Chaka Leb Acholi on my tech. Happy holidays, happy new year. I'm just coming back after going on vacation for almost 2 weeks. I have definitely missed recording a lot. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the channel. This is Chaka Leb Acholi, segment me, Kwan Leb Acholi, session number 38. And today we will start reading about Pajok. Pajok is one of the subclans of the Acholi people of Southern Sudan or South Sudan. Please like, comment, share, subscribe to our channel. On YouTube, we are on there as Chaka Leb Acholi. On Facebook, we are on there also as Chaka Leb Acholi. My personal Facebook page is Chaka Ikang, South Sudan. My TikTok is also Chaka Ikang South Sudan. Please share with your friends. Come learn with us about the Acholi people, their origin, their migration, their history, their chiefs, their clans, their culture, the language. Okay. I'm also learning. I've been able to learn a lot so far. Previously, I've read about the Obal clan. Now I'm going into the Pajok clan of the Acholi of South Sudan. Okay. Please like, comment, share. If you'd like to be a guest, please send me a DM or a private message, or you can leave a comment under this video. This video is being live streamed and it will air on Facebook as well as YouTube. Happy New Year. I hope you guys are doing well. I miss recording for you guys. Please try to engage. This is 2026. Try your best to engage with the channel, ask questions. I read in Acholi, but I also leave comments in English. Okay. I'm not going to take too much longer. I'm going to dive right into reading about the Pajok people of the Acholi of South Sudan. They have many clans within Pajok. I would love to start learning about Pajok. My father's from Pajok, so I'm from Pajok. Last time I was reading about Obal first because my mother is from Obal. So I'm learning quite a bit through reading. I was not able to get this information from my dad. I did have a session with my dad. You can review previous videos. One of the very first sets of videos or recordings that I did was a recording or a session with my dad and my brother and my sister, my brothers and my sister. He explains where the Pajok people come from and the origin. My father is elderly, so I want to go ahead and read about Pajok and see what I do find that's different from what he shared with us. And then maybe later I can invite him on, or maybe give him a call, discuss what I found about the Pajok people, and we can validate it. My dad is from Patanga, which is one of the subclans of Pajok. And they came into Pajok led by Chief Atanga. And they settled in Pajok. They mainly came from Lokolo, and they're divided. We have what we call Dogola, or doors, or sub categories of the Patanga people. Every clan also is divided. So my dad tells me we come from Paba. Paba people, the lineage of Paba, under the Patanga people of the Acholi of South Sudan. Okay, which is quite interesting. I would like to learn more about all the clans, all the sub-clans in Pajok. Please learn with me. I will read in Acholi and read comments in English so you can learn with me. Okay? Thank you so much. Hope everybody's doing well and enjoying the start of the new year with family and friends. I was able to spend some time with my family and my friends, my children. Got some rest. Now it's time to get back to work, get back to school, get back to our daily routine, and get back to reading and learning more about the Acholi people, our people. Okay, so as you know, I'm still reading from the book of Sitranino Nyala in chapter 10, I believe. No, chapter 12 on Pajok. Pajok Choni Moni. Jumi apa we Ariel Pajok. And then the subsection is labeled Gang Pajok, meaning the home of the Pajok, or the Pajok territory, land of Pajok, basically. Okay? Right, here we go. If you have any questions about the Pajok people, or if you have some information you feel you want to clarify something that I'm reading here, I know there's always a lot of disputes between our people regarding land, regarding territories of the clans, territories of the subclans within Pajok. I found that through this reading that when most of these Acholi clans migrated and settled in Pajok, when they came, they were not from there. They settled there. But however, some that came late were not able to find land because early on, the chiefs that were in place in Pajok or within that district divided up the land belonging to the Pajok people between all of the clans or all of the subclans within Pajok. And those who came later on were not given land. They were able to secure land by either buying it from the other subclans or by supporting other groups in war or in battle, and they were given pieces of land. However, those who came later on are not considered forefathers of that land, the land belonging to the Pajok people. And there's a lot of disputes about it because, it all kind of leads back to the issue of identity. People want to belong somewhere, and when there's some discrepancy about who belongs in Pajok or who owned or have rights to land in Pajok, it brings a lot of disputes and arguments between our people. And I've seen it in the past couple of weeks where people are disputing facts about the forefathers of Pajok, or the land belonging to the Pajok people, and those who came late and do not own land, or they own land now, but they were not given land initially as the original people of Pajok. So it brings a lot of anger between our people, and the issue of identity has been bringing a lot of crisis between communities, not just in Pajok or in the Acholi land, but across the globe. And I've seen that within our Pajok people fighting over what's actually facts about the migration of the Pajok people into Pajok, and who are considered forefathers or owners of real owners of the land of Pajok. Okay, and through this reading, I think we'll find some information, but I'm sure a lot of people from Pajok, you can also join me on this live, or you can leave comments to correct or try to validate if you're from one of these subclans in Pajok. You can tell us what your story is as you were told by your elders about where you guys came from, how you settled in Pajok, if you guys are considered one of the owners of land in Pajok, or if your group was one of the groups that came late and settled with other groups in Pajok. Okay. Apwoyo. And whatever I'm reading here is not to bring any division between our people, it's just to learn. And this book is actually written by an Acholi man. So if any of the facts here is incorrect or inconsistent, please leave a comment and let's learn together. Apwoyo. Thank you so much, guys. Let me go ahead and start reading about Gang Mi Pajok, okay? Wachojo Chaka Choni Pajok aye nying ma omio bod danom matie kwa itung porocheng or northwest. Mi lobo Acholi Sudan matie iwang romo pa Uganda gi Sudan. Okay. Ngom mi Pajok pire tektatwal itekwaro pa Acholi mi Sudan kit ma dana mokena ma obino gi wuro don donyo kany magin ochako tekwaro pa luo. Okay. Dano duchu obedo gi yum twin. Mi neno ni dano ma obino gi loka gin odonyo ikin wegi ngom. La bong lueng lukman bene la tela ma gamente mi Sudan owacho wa e kachoke ma obedo e mwaka apar bong wen gi pieraria wi aboro. I juba magi luongo Rajaf Language Conference. Okay. Lo diro pagamente onongo ni kwa mabe ma jo Pajok tie kwede Roma gi kwa mabe ma jo zande ma tie tung porocheng mi Southern Sudan gin tie kwede. Okay. Dano mapol ma o gi waga obedo kadonyo ikin dano mi Pajok gi dano mi zande pi bedo magin tie kwede Mansour's and Crasalera in 1951. Dano mi Martin tie igang mi Pajok gin duchu pe luo ento gin duchu dong logo Leb Acholi. Okay. Ka wangeo mot wanongone ka wangeo mot wanongone will dano mapol ma or mi Pajok gino bino gi imadi or ba nyo ki I lokoya ka dano mokena kono o bino gi lango nyo bunyoro I Uganda. Dano manok o bino gi I anywak lokoro ka mokene gi lotuko. Okay. All right. Mapot pe wamere anyim gilok. Amira bene wanyang mabe ne nying matin tie I dok od mi Pajok nonge bene igang mi Acholi Uganda. Okay. Kan nying achel man bene nonge igang alu Uganda. Okay. Mi ario mira wange tien lok man ni Pajok. Pien kare gi kare ka I penyo Latino Pajok ni Pajok tien loke ango. Dano mokene pe twero gamo pen makid man. Gin gamo buri ni Pajok ena ye Pajok ento kidma wabi neno kwere I book man. De kwara pa lokora wajani lo para jok o agi lo para jok. Pien lo jo lokoro o wajani jo kur mi Pajok onongo paro kwere tuo mau neko ruot o chak I tek got la foni. Ka te kwar mi pajok kono wajini lok pajok tien loke. Ni dano ma uchamo chum ma otiero gi jok o rubanga. Okay? Pien dano matin walungo gin pajok obino gi lokoro gi nying mi kor. Ento nying pajok gino nungo gi yo ikar ma dano mi lokoro tie kachiro ilobo acholi. Okay? Wandong watwero wajela bong akala kala ni jo yuaya patanga gio bolto aye mau kelo nying pajok e Acholi Sudan. Inyim bino pakor ilobo Acholi dano matie ingoman gino nongo lungo komgi gidok ot chalo bobi biri panto nyopagaya. Mi ario atamani nying pajok ochungo piluak duju matie iteng lobo man. Pien road Kenyi wala Keny, please correct me on the pronunciation, meaning chief any. Chief Keny wala Chief Keny wala Chief Kenyi. Nying any ang pronounce ko. Road Keny wala road Kenyi. Mi yuaya omiro ni luak duju matie ite loch mere miro olungi ni pajok. Okay, this is the findings from Saturnino Nyala's research. Okay, kaningoni kid mawa binene book man dano duju matin tie ingom pajok gino bino gi wago ento ka ipenyo dano mi pajok ni jo mene ma wegi pajo mi pajok. Okay. Dano mukene gamo ni wegi ngom mi pajok aye jo bobi panto ayu pagaya gi palio. Pi wacho ki pocha, I don't know what that means. Ento dano mukene wajuni wegi ngom mi pajok aye jo biri gi kapa piente kwara mi pajok wajini dok ora rio mana ye mo chaho donyo ingom pajok kaluak mi pajok mo kena obino la chien gigin ogero ikomgi dok bong duan wajini ikarma jo biri gi kapa o donyo ingom man gino nungo dano pehe ingom man tien loke ni ngoma la bongo ruodi ni ngoman ma la bongo road mana ye gin ma o wera dano wachini birigi kapa gina ye weki ngom te kwara mi pajok bene wachini dano ma obino I pajok gino bino I mohama parapat anongo ni lok mi weri ngom petie ka yelo we luak mi pajok keken ento logman benetie ka yelo we dana duchuma tie ilobo Acholi Sudan, which is true. As I've seen in our group chat where dana tie dispute looking up all the time. Okay. Mi ario anongo ni lo diro kahami Acholi peloko duana chiel ilok madok ikom wiri pajok. Mana ye gina chiel ma wero atamo ni wala atamo mi choy book mi take war pa Acholi mi Sudan wegdano nge jami duchu kore gi kore. But even gama la chojo kanya nene ni jotwa pori kiti a dispute ngagi mati weri ngom mi pajok. Elders gi dispute yala generation mobino maybe jumati in the 40s, 50s, but negative politika dispute look me jo alomi with ngom gingong gini. Yala lotini tuki ben, of course they're feeding off information ma kono parents to go waja, well elders to go waja. Uh and there's no way to come to terms with what is actual fact because everybody's arguing about jomi wiringom kina yenga, mm, um, trying to find and establish who you are, your origin, and your identity. And that includes the land of your ancestors and where you belong and where you came from. It's a huge issue for us in Pajok. It's a huge issue for Acholi people, not only in southern Sudan but also in northern Uganda as well. Okay, so if you feel like some of the information I'm reading here is not what your parents or your elders told you about your subclan, your clan or your subclan, leave your comments. Let's learn together. Let's learn about um, what uh, what understanding that you guys may have about your origin, your subclan or your clan, and where you came from and your origin, so we can all learn together. We can't all agree, of course, and we're not able to go back into time and to verify everything um, that may be written either in this text or in any text, whether by our own people or by Western scholars. Okay. Um, but anyway, let's continue reading. La Jojo Joning on it. La Did Ogana gi paterno abak o waje borani dano ma donya ilobo pajok gino gero ma bojo bojo ma ikare menu dula chiel pengeo ni dano mogo tie chok bodge. This is true. Dok on a chiel tamani gintie kengi itiman. Okay. And I want to say that I don't know if this is the same Ogana, but this is my dad's uncle from Pajok. And the land that we owned in Pajok was given to us by my dad's uncle Ogana. Okay? So he was saying that Ladito Ghana, if this is the same one, is saying that Karamachon, a long time ago, people will build in one specific place. They were not all within one vicinity or within proximity where they knew each other. Everybody was so distant that when they built on certain grounds, they were not aware that there were other members or other clan or subclan or groups close by on the same land or in the same community. So that's one of the reasons why there's probably land disputes, because people do not or did not know who had settled on a given land at a time. Okay. Te kwaro mi pa jog wajane tie ni tie gina chiel ma we hodano onge lokman mana ye ni tie ni na mo chiel kot obu. Okay, kot obu ochwe. What is kot obu? Can you leave your comments? Kot obu ochwe. Kot obu ochwe. What does that mean? Please leave your comments. Ki otieno menu dano ma ogero ikabir ma para chiro ka menyo ngwen. Okay. Ki kunu gino rare ikom jo bobi gipanto. You see that? They didn't even know jo bobi gipanto tie kuj until get chiro ka gina yenyo ngwen wala gina, what is it called? Menyo magical ngwen bie man after quarter chwe. Booking any bobi ge jo panto tie already. There. Gibi rare. Kagingyo ni ha jo mo karman tie kanye. Okay? Kala chin gino penyo dana mi biri gipanto. Wait, first he said gino jo bobi gipanto. Mando ni penyo ngo jo biri gipanto. Mi rebe kwegi. Okay? It's a little bit off there. Duan wajine jo bobi oye ni rebe gi dano ma Lomeng ngwen, ento jo panto query be gi dano man. Okay? Dano mo kena wajini, mapeo ter mwaga mapo jo panto tamo bene mi ribe gi pajok. Mo kene pien, bedo kengi, o dogo tek. Jo pajok, kari bedgin o ribe komgi achiel. Wanungo ni gin pot pe tie gi chwinya chiel mi omego. Jo yuaya patanga gio bualto aye mau kelo ribe matek ikin lotino pajok kidma wabineno la chien. So jo yuaya patanga gio bualto magiribo dana pole munu jo wikingom mi pajok. Okay? Including Biri. Okay? Dano mi pajok opore ie ario. Dano mi pajok opore ie ario. Pajok Lacam gi Pajok Lachwich. Okay? Lodiro kaka opore dano nyogang kidman wek obed yot bo dano matie kalok ikom luak mi pajok mi ngeo kagin logo ikom dano mi Pajok Lacam nyogin lok ikom dano mi Pajok Lachwich. Mi niang mabe lok ma dok ikom dok uri ma parapat matie Pajok amiro kong wanen lok ma dok ikom Pajok Lacam kala chien wabinena lok ma dok ikom Pajok Lachwich. Okay? Tie ganga beach ma romo gang mi Pajok mana ye obo gima so man gang gir mo rumu Pajok, not Pajok, mo room. The divisions or communities around Pajok, the clans around Pajok are 5, which are Obo Gimalo in the north, it's Obo clan. Panikwara Gi Porocheng, or to the west, Panikwara is to the west. Palabek, Kalo Kung in Uganda. Giping, also in the south, there's Palabek and Lokung in the south in Uganda. Ka Palwa Gi Yo Tung Nyango. Palwa Tung Nyango. Palwa is to the east, okay? Te kwar Acholi wajini wang lobo mi Pajok gi obo ochare gi ikulu lianga. Lianga wala lianga. Lianga. Ochiro kwere wa idokulu Atebi. We're very familiar with Atebi. We used to live close by in Pajok, okay? Timbor. Wala Timbore. Am I saying this right? B-O-R-E. Timbor wala Timbore. Majo Pajok ogero iye. Idokulu Atebi. Okay? Man timpa jo koyo oba. Okay? Ikin mwaka. Apara bon wen gi piera bira we a dek. We apara bon wen gi piera boro we a ngwen. Nen chalo. Wing me ngom obero. Ikin lo diro mi oba gi Pajok. Pien. Imwakaman lo dongo teach. Mi Regional Development Corporation, nyo RDC, miro ngom mi pur e Pajok. Okay? Madwan man o bot lo diro mi Pajok, gino nongo ni ngoma be mi pur dong pere e Pajok. Piman lo diro mi dok ot a rio mana o ye ni jo RDC ne twero puru pi tunu itim oya will oya. My en been team koyo me obo, okay? Matie kin kulu Atebi gi ayaji, okay? So in our Pajok group chat, I did mention some team, okay? While I was discussing the history of the subclans that migrated to Pajok and settled there. Somebody was asking me about Paleo and Ayaji, you know, although what I did submit in the chat was that it was just a summary highlighting some points, not all of it. And here, if you're watching my channel here, uh, the writer is saying that what now? Monong RDCT yinyangom jo pajok ge jo bo give me this piece of land matie kan e bo ko yo bo matie ikin kulu atebi gi ayaji. Okay? Chi la chen dana mokena mi pajok miro ni wang lobo mi pajok gi yo bo dong miro odori gi dok kulu atebi wa regional development corporation. Ento dano mi obo okwerta man waha. You know what you need? Wang lobo miro obed idok kulu atebi. Wang lobo mi pajok gi pani kwara nyo win gibul. Kono tie ikom got ayiba. Okay. So I hope you guys are paying attention to the details here. I may not summarize everything, but if you're Acholi and you're from Pajok, you can listen to what I'm reading here. And if you dispute the facts or dispute what is written here, please also leave a comment so we can learn from you as well. Apwoyo. Wang lobo mi Pajok gi palabek Uganda tie igot abuloro. Okay. So my cousin Langoya, I've had him on as a guest before. Not on the channel on one of the sessions, but outside of our time together, he mentioned Abuloro. I've never heard of this place. And now I see here that the writer is saying, what now? Wang Lobomi Pajogi Palabek, Uganda. Okay. Tie Igot Abuloro. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. If I'm not pronouncing it correctly, please correct me, leave a comment, let me know. God abuloro wala abuloro. Wang lobo mi pajogi lokung Uganda tie ikulu limu wala limur. Okay. Ento dano mokena wachini wang lobo mi pajok gi lokung tie ingomoromo. Okay. Ka wang lobo mi pajogi palwa kono tie ikulu lerwa kabedo magilongo chengi dwe. Okay. So the borders, he's explaining the different borders of Pajok and other surrounding territories. So he's covered the north, south, east, and west. And to, let me see, where am I now? For the border between Pajok and Lokung is in Uganda. Is it? Tie Ngomoromo. Ngomoromo is where the borders meet. Okay, in Acholi we call it Ngomoromo, where land meets. Ngom is land, Romo meet. Okay, and then he's saying the Pajok border with Palwa is where Kulu Lerwa is located, or Lerwa, a body of water called Lerwa. I don't know if it's a river or a lake. Kabero, Magilungo, Cheng Gidue. The place is called Cheng Gidue. That's where Pajok meets Palwa. Okay? Tia Ipalwa ento Kabero, Magilungo, Bercheli. Tia Ipajok. So the place called Cheng Gidue is on the side of Palwa, and a place called Bercheli, Tia Ipajok. But that's where the two territories and the two communities meet on that side, okay? And on the side of Palabek, they meet at God Abuloro. No, on the side of Palabek, okay? And on the side of which now? Anyways, that's that. I'm not going to read any further. This is just like an introductory session on Pajok, where he explains the location of Pajok, how people came to be known as the Pajok people, and why the name of the place is called Pajok. And he goes into detail explaining the surrounding territories, the surrounding communities around Pajok, from the north, east, south, and west. And he does bring up the fact that there's a lot of disputes about Wiringum, or the people who are the original owners of Pajok, or the original settlers of Pajok, before all the other Acholi groups came, or subclans of Pajok came. There's a lot of disputes about which ones are Wiringum, and Wiringum are the forefathers or the owners of Pajok. Um, he does mention Biri, Kapa, Bobi, Patanga, Pagaya, Jopagaya, I guess, Ejuaya. Okay. But everybody else came later. But I'm sure we'll go into detail about all these places, and which subclans or which groups, which subclans within Pajok are considered from Pajok Lacam, or Pajok to the left, and which groups are considered to be from Pajok Lachwich, which is Pajok territories, to the right. As we've seen in the other readings on Obal, the Chief Abudi, did also split up Obal into two, um, one being Obal Lacham, which is Obal territories to the left, and Obal Lachwich, Obal territories to the right. Okay, so we see it done here as well in Pajak, because it's very large, um, and it has many people there who came from different places. So it's divided into two as well: Pajok Lacham, Pajok Lachwich. Um, I will start reading Pajok Lacham tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna be reading every day from now on. I know I took like a week or 2 weeks off. I'm gonna read every day to catch up on the readings, and also I want to start also introducing other texts. Some of my peers and colleagues have shared texts regarding Acholi history and Acholi culture, and also where all these clans or subclans originate from. I want to start reading those texts as well, so that I'm saturating the information, so we can take different viewpoints and kind of come to a conclusion about where some of these groups came from. So that way we're learning from all perspectives, I guess you can say, from different narratives. This narrative is an actual research put into a book, okay? But I think other members of our community also have other texts in Acholi or on Acholi history that they have shared with me. I would like to start introducing some of that into the conversation, especially on Pajok. That's where I'm from, and where a lot of these peers are from. And I would like to start reading those texts and kind of do a cross check between information I'm reading from those texts or narratives, and what I'm reading in this book written by Saturnino Nyala. Okay, it will make it more interesting and engaging, although I'm reading it by myself. I hope you guys will follow along as I read, and leave your comments and let me know what you think. And if you're from any of these clans or subclans, also please join, leave comments, share, subscribe. Let's have a discussion about it, and let's learn from each other. Okay, now pull out my tech. And tomorrow I will be reading about Pajok Lacham. I won't finish the whole thing. It's a bit lengthy. But just to let you know, Pajok Lacham has 5 different subgroups um, on that side of Pajok, on the left side of Pajok. And that includes Bura, Obualto, Biri, Pagaya, Ayu, and Panto. Okay, so tomorrow I will start reading from Bura. Let me see how long it is. Buddha is pretty long. So maybe tomorrow I'll just read Buddha first. Okay. And then the day after that, I can start reading on a Abolta. Abolta is very short, so maybe the day after tomorrow, I'll read on Abolta and Bidi and make sure I cover all of the subgroups or Gangi, me Pajok Lacam. And then I'll jump into the territories to Pajok, Bachwich, territories to the right. Okay. Thank you so much for watching and listening and learning with me. Please subscribe to this channel, Apwoyo my Tech. Learn with me, share. Please like. If you'd like to be a guest, please send me a message. DM. I'm just learning. I don't bite. Let's learn together. I think a lot of people are afraid to publicly share information because they're not 100% sure that their information is correct. And they don't want to go on a public platform to discuss it, which is okay. So what I'll do is start doing some research, do some readings, share that information with our people. Let us learn together, especially our youth who may not know most of this information. I would love to share this with them, share this with my children as well as I learn. Okay. Well, my tech. Happy holidays and Happy New Year. And I hope to read every day from now on. Okay. Thank you so much. Apwoyo my tech.